Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Weekly Roundup.
It's that time.
Yes.
The time has come.
Yes, you guys, I don't even feel like we need to introduce ourselves to you guys at this point. You guys know us.
But heck, if you're new watching,
I'm Michelle with 2 L's.
and I'm Natalie the Red.
Yes.
And let's get this party started.
Yes, because the Weekly Roundup is just that.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
It's a party. It's a party. And let's see who's early to the party, because people join the party as the party gets going. I understand. It's always fun to be a little casually late.
That's what I always say.
Just to parties, not to work. Let's clarify that. That would get you fired.
Both. It happens.
And hello, Dominique. Force of Light equals always awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Hello.
And hello, Marcos, our awesome moderator. Share Bear, hello to you.
Hey, girl, hey.
Nice to see you. Nice to see Keely. Man, I see Keely. I feel like
Keely.
I see Keely and T. Like in every stream, and Kaylee typically. In every stream I get in, it's like, hey Keely, hey TD.
And we appreciate that.
No, I'm saying in all the streams I get in.
Oh, I thought you meant our streams. You're saying they're just like, they're in a lot of streams.
Well, when I get in the chat too, we're all in the chat. That's what I'm saying. We're all in the same chats.
You're all streamers.
We're all chatters. We get in the chats of the streams that are going on. Let's see. I'm ready for another weekly roundup. Yep. Well, we're ready too. And to Alan says he cannot partake tonight.
Oh,
but he can partake later on the replay. I'm sure
he can. There is hope.
Yes. And hello to you. How are you?
Hi.
And hello to Ashley and Brandy.
Hey,
nice
girls.
to see you ladies in the chat this evening. And let's see if I skip someone. Sultan L. Sultan L. Sometimes I have to let Natalie read.
A Fahim.
Sometimes, I struggle. And hello.
With old age, the eyesight.
It's not with old age. It's sometimes just I don't know how to pronounce that word. Sometimes sometimes it's hard to see it on the screen we're looking off of, and then other times, I don't see that word all the time. Is all I'm saying. I mean that name. And hello to Grand Admiral Adam. Nice to see you, Rick. Always nice to see you, Rick. And yes, there we go. 5 hoots for our live streams. I appreciate it. I like that. And hello, Rogue Disney. Good to see you. And our friends, Andy and Josh of the Holo Chronicles. Nice to see you.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yes, nice to see you guys. And he understands. He understands I tried, I struggled, I failed. But like Rocky, I picked myself back up. So
it's true.
There's that. And Miss Martin Muses, nice to see you. Hello to you. And let's see. I think that's about it right now. As we know, more will join as we get into this.
Join us.
Yeah. Yes. Well, guys, I've not said this the past couple weeks because we've had a lot of news the past couple weeks, but this week has truly been kind of a slow week news. It really has. But yet I've got a couple stories that I want to discuss with you all. So do
I know these stories?
It will still be a good show. Well, you just saw me pull one of them up, but it will still be a good show. And hello to Phil. Nice to see you.
I thought you meant like stories from your life.
Well, I mean, if you want to tell a story from your life, you can have at it tonight. But if
for some reason the story went there in my mind, but now I get you.
And hello there to the one and only. Anytime he comes in the chat, I feel,
hey Jay,
it's time to put the park hopping ears on for a few moments. So hello to Jay. Nice to see you.
There's a down vote right there, Cheryl.
For the park hopping or for Jay? Which one gets the down vote?
The park hopping, I think.
Oh,
it shouldn't.
I mean, it's pretty neutral.
It's true.
It's kind of like going to parks and having fun. So I feel like it shouldn't get hate, but whatever. We've had fun every time we've been on park
We're okay
hopping.
With a little hate every now and then. That's okay.
Just check our Dune video. We definitely are fine with a little hate occasionally. A few thumbs downs.
Quite a few.
For
a few dozens.
we could like cover, I'm pretty sure we could cover the most controversial subject that is going in entertainment at some point
and not get that much
and
passion.
not get that many downvotes. That was special. Yeah, that was special. I think we maybe Jay outdid Geeks and Gamers. Some of the downvotes they get without all the thumbs up they get either. So but you win some and you lose some. And overall, I'd say we won on that video, but
yeah, it's true.
Do you guys like? I've already kind of begun to put a little Christmas flavor. I don't want to skip over Thanksgiving though. I'm not one of those people. I don't like.
I know. I feel like people just totally
they skip over. We go from Halloween to Christmas, but I figure they could be Thanksgiving-y too. So the lights, the
lights are for any time.
They are. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. I have kept a stream of Christmas lights. I mean, they're just bright LED lights on my back porch this entire year. So now I'm ready for Christmas.
Because why not?
Yeah, I mean, I just like the lights. They're pretty. But yeah, we'll be decorating a little more after Thanksgiving. But yes, I'm not one of these people. You guys let me know what you like. I don't like in our culture, guys. We do Halloween. And then we skip over Thanksgiving. And I think it's kind of telling about our culture. We skip over the holiday that is all about giving thanks for what we have. And we skip over it to let's buy.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of
like
telling.
Maybe we need that Thanksgiving in between.
Yes, maybe we need to stop and to appreciate the things we're thankful for.
Yes.
And I don't know about what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for everyone in the chat.
I know
tonight.
You're thankful for me. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, that's possibly true. But anyways, hello, Rick. Rick, thank you.
Thank you very much
for
Rick.
The $20 super sticker. And what do I have for Rick? Let's see. We'll go with this.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much. Yes. What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at this was so long ago, I don't know. He might be laughing at our downvotes because of Jay's presence.
Because they were many.
they were many. Yes, they were definitely a lot.
They were plentiful.
And speaking of Drunk 3PO, I want everyone in the chat to know he's been given the offer to come on the Weekly Roundup any Wednesday.
Yeah, so you
that
guys
he wants
tell
to come.
Him if you want to see him on here.
Yeah.
Let him know in the chat.
Yeah, so the ball's in his court when it comes to being on the Weekly Roundup.
It is very much.
No, we understand that he is a busy man. He's
so many ladies, so little time.
It's true. What's a man gonna do?
Don't hate the player, guys. Hate the game.
Yes.
That's what they say about Jay.
Yes. And Natalie and I attentively will let you know, but we are planning. Let's see. What is this week? What is next week? We may do it next week. Either this week or next week. We're gonna record our live reaction of us watching the Kevin Bacon movie Tremors, and then that Sunday so either be this Sunday or next Sunday, but we will let you know, and you'll see the thumbnail and all that. Then we'll do it both ways. We'll record our reaction, we'll edit that and put that out probably like Monday, but that Sunday we will have our live discussions like we used to about just discussing our thoughts after seeing the movie for the first time. So be on the lookout for that. Again, I've been telling you it's coming. It's almost here. It's either going to be this Sunday or next Sunday. We will let you know the dates on that.
But we're excited to see it. We haven't seen it before.
Yeah,
obviously it's part of our first watch series.
Yeah, and I've wanted to see it. I've only heard good things about Tremors. It looks like something I'm gonna like kind of like a lot of kind of some thrills in it, which is what I enjoy. Natalie and I, we went and saw a movie this past weekend that was, I guess, horror, and it's like it was just kind of gross to me, and I'm trying to forget all the grossness that I saw.
Oh, I already forgot it. It's gone.
Because it's like I don't know about you guys, but when I watch things that are quote unquote horror, I only like the things that are more like thrilling. Like I'm on the edge of my seat, like A Quiet Place, like you're you're cringing because things are happening and you're on the edge of your seat. You don't know what's going to happen. That's the type of horror I like. But so much of horror, I guess it really is just like gross stuff. And that
I
like,
think what she's trying to say is she doesn't want to see when someone bites into someone's flesh, like the kind of stringy, like meat type stuff.
no, I don't
that
want to
is
see
still
it.
attached. That kind of,
I
know
d-
what I'm saying? If you're horror movie people,
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all.
or even The Walking Dead, there's a decent amount of that in that show, which I do
there
like.
is, and I watched the first 2 seasons, and I had to tap out. I've stayed.
She couldn't handle it.
I stayed up to date. Like I was interested enough that I wanted to follow what actually happened in the story, and I have. But like it grosses me to no end, so I can't. And
the name of the movie was Antlers.
yes, yeah.
And I saw someone ask, "Where's our live Dune review?"
We're not doing a line. We would be like, that would be like the equivalent of being stoned. I feel like people would come and they would literally throw things.
Like the Queen of Refuge, the Queen of Slime.
That's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what would happen. And Matthew, good point. People go Halloween, Black Friday, and then Christmas. People are no longer thankful, and it makes me sad. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I think Thanksgiving is a wonderful holiday.
It is. And it's so much like, I know it's about, the back in the day, but it's also just such a good family time, or like to gather as a family and eat some food.
It
some
is.
good food.
And there's not like pressure on it. It's like you don't have to get
or at
anyone
least in our
anything.
family, it's
just
pretty
very chill. You don't have to have all the planning you have to have for Christmas. It's a very chill holiday, and again, a nice time to be thankful, which is always good. And yes, Natalie answered your question, Dominique. Antlers is what we saw. I want to go see Last Night in Soho. I'll probably do that this weekend.
I'll see it.
I'll see that instead of Eternals. Unless, again, guys, if you want us to do an Eternals review, the super chat is available. You can give the price for our tickets and tell us do it a review, and we will do it for you. But
it's true.
But that's probably the only way.
The offer still stands.
That's the only way I think I'm going to see this movie. It doesn't look like my cup of tea. And hello to hello to Bob. Nice to see you.
Hello. And yes, I saw that.
So it's Stranger Things Day is Saturday?
Yeah.
For like what? Are they doing anything?
It's just for us to celebrate, I suppose.
Well, I mean, hey, I'll celebrate. I'll celebrate some Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things.
We might have to have a Stranger Things special on Saturday. I don't know.
Thanksgiving is pretty epic. Faith, family, food, football. It really is. It's just a good day. Thanksgiving is an underrated holiday. That's all I'm saying here.
It is. It's true.
I'm quite the fan.
When I was coming to Michelle's house here and I passed, hey, Mr. Bugcrack, and I passed a business, it was like all decked out for Christmas already. I mean, it is November 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of early.
Yes.
But I mean,
although our mother did do Christmas like at the front of our house
for Halloween,
but she also gave every kid $1. So there you go.
It's true. Some got $5.
Did they really?
Well, a small group, yeah.
Oh, like people she knew.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, man, I'll take the $5, but whatever. It's okay. The kids will enjoy it. I'll just be thankful for what I have. but anyways, yeah. So let's move in.
The butt crack has arrived.
The butt crack has arrived.
It's not the same without him.
It really isn't. Mr. Buttcrack and Roger H. Hey, I don't know if I've seen you in a while. Nice to see you, Roger. Nice to see you.
We always like to see the prodigal son return to the chat.
Yes, we do. We do. We enjoy it to see all of you guys. Let's see. Let us go now to discuss the movie I said that I'm not going to pay for to go see. So let's discuss this.
Okay, let's get into it.
Let me pull up the share screen. And with the shock of the decade. So here is currently, so like a few days ago, Eternals was sent at like a 59. And I just thought, you know what? It will go back to being a 60. It will go back to fresh within a few days. And then it was like, nope. As more critics have reviewed this movie, it's gone further down into rotten. I don't think this is going to get anywhere close to a fresh score at this point. I mean, this is pretty bad. This review right here, it really, let's see. It kind of sums up the critic consensus. An ambitious superhero epic that soars as often as it strains. Eternals takes the MCU into intriguing and occasionally confounding new directions. In other words, they're like, it's interesting, but also like head scratching of what the heck's going on here. And basically at the beginning, it it soars as often as it strains. So it equally strains and soars. That's not the best.
Kind of a 50-50 situation.
Yeah, that's not the best thing that you wanna hear with that.
It's not.
And thank you so much, Larry. Larry, thank you so much for the
Larry.
$1.99 super sticker. We appreciate that, Larry.
Yeah,
And
always.
here's what we got for you.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
And we love the super sticker. So
We do.
thank you very much. Let's see. Okay. So with Eternals, what makes this to me so interesting is that critics typically love Marvel movies. They've been very kind to Marvel movies. It's DC, which you guys know I'm a bigger fan of for the most. Not that I like everything DC. I just grew up a massive Batman fan, and then I like Wonder Woman, Superman. But it's usually the DCEU or the just DC movies that get this type of treatment.
Yeah.
But my gosh, I mean, this is like Rise of Skywalker level. I mean, this is bad.
I
A
almost wanna-
53%.
I almost want to watch it just to see how bad.
I'm gonna be real.
Or would I be pleasantly surprised?
I've
would
had
be
that thought.
interesting.
The only thing that deters me, Natalie, is it's 2 hours and 37 minutes. So we're like at Dune level time.
What is up with these long movies?
I don't know,
lately?
guys. Like, I can't take it. I'm like, occasionally.
I guess if I'm interested, I'd like that it was long.
Yeah, and sometimes a movie really benefits
I
from
said what I said.
Sometimes a movie really benefits from 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. But like I mean, it doesn't always need it.
Right.
And if it doesn't need it, then no. Like that's just a no. But yeah, the only reason I would go watch this movie is just to see as if it's as bad as they're saying it is.
I know. Sometimes, yeah, it's kind of fun in a weird way.
It's kind of interests me as far as that because and back to what I was getting at. This is what, and it's like, yeah, what is the number on Batman v Superman? I feel like it's higher than this. If anyone wants to look that up. I guess it has an eternal runtime. It just keeps going, apparently. It really
I love all
does.
the little puns in the chat.
Chris brings the puns.
He does.
Chris has the fire puns. I like it. Let's see. Watch it. I want to see what y'all think. They're like, you all be torture yourselves and let us know if we should torture ourselves or not. We should get Yeti to watch it too, and then we can all roast it together.
We could. That could be fun.
That could be fun. We should tell him. I don't. Does he have theaters open in Canada right now? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd have to ask.
If anybody's in Canada, in the chat, let us know. Can you guys go to movie theaters?
I'd have to ask Lil Yeti if that's even an option.
I mean, they might be like, of course we can go to movie theaters.
Well, I know they were closed for a long.
Sure. Yeah,
they were closed for a long time though.
Yeah.
So I think they are, but I'm not really sure. Let's see. I know you gals didn't care for Dune, but I loved it. I'm gonna see it again this weekend. Glad to give my money to a movie I enjoyed and not buying into the Marvel just because it's Marvel. And that's exactly what you should do.
Yeah,
Like,
we want you to like it.
yeah, like it just wasn't for us. But it's like, yeah, don't just. And that's why I've not really wanted to go see it either. I did see Shang-Chi. Like I had just bought into going to see most of the movies, and I realized I didn't even enjoy half of them. And it's kind of like, unless one genuinely interests me to go to the theater, it's hard for me at this point just to give Marvel my money because I don't feel like they've earned it for me at this point in the game. So, but yeah, definitely support movies that you enjoy seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Is Venom still in theaters? If so, I recommend watching Venom. I've seen Venom, Keely, and I believe it's in theaters here. So it's probably in most theaters, I would say.
You guys, I'll give you this though. if it's on something, I might, out of curiosity, watch Dune, the 1984 version by David Lynch. That one.
I don't think it is on anything. Is it on? I don't think it is, but
Be-
we'd have to check that.
Because I'd heard some people say that it was there's a little more exposition. It's a little easier to understand, like kind of why things are important or what's going on. So I'm just saying I'd be willing to give it a shot.
Yes. Yeah. And Roger says that he's going to see it in Canada. But anyways,
Nice.
let's get into why this is so interesting that this has a 53. You know, one, we just said it, that the critics have been very kind to Marvel movies. They've treated DC like pure trash, and everything Marvel does is gold, apparently. And I mean, some of the stuff that DC has done is trash, but back to what the critics have done. They've given them really good ratings, and this movie. Okay, first let me go here. DC doesn't get many wins, but I think they actually got a win in this because Kevin Feige, believe it or not, does like to copy what DC is doing a decent amount of the time, and he outdoes them once he does it, so they get all the recognition. Point example, DC says they're doing Batman v Superman. What does Kevin Feige do? He does Captain America Civil War. He kind of does this. There's been multiple times he's seen what they do, and he does his version of it, which that's fine. But DC a couple years ago announced that Ava DuVernay, who did A Wrinkle in Time, which that movie was awful, they got her to do New Gods in DC, and that's kind of their version of the Eternals, like these eternal beings. And DC kind of realized, like, man, this is going to be really difficult to adapt. I don't think people are going to like this. This seems crappy, and they scratched it. They were like, no thanks. Meanwhile, Kevin Feige, after he saw they were doing New Gods, was like, well, what's the Marvel equivalent? Eternals. And so he goes to do Eternals.
Very, very sneaky.
But he did not cancel his Eternals. And now maybe he's thinking that DC tricked him and they knew what they were doing by canceling the movie that was their equivalent to this. Because again, this critic review is bad. And this movie, after kind of Endgame, which everything up to Endgame, I feel like Marvel, Kevin Feige, they did a really good job of building out this world and giving us these characters and making us love characters that maybe you didn't love before Marvel came around and started making these movies. Let's see, Bar for Wrinkle in Time. It was so bad. It was really bad. But anyways, but we all talk about now, ever since the Endgame has been finished, kind of the MCU, it kind of seems that Marvel is going down the path that none of us fans want them to go down. It's kind of like they're beginning to walk down the path that Star Wars in the past kind of has once Disney got them, and just kind of adding identity politics and that type of stuff into their movies. And that's kind of what Eternals is. That's why there's so many of them.
So, obviously I haven't seen, well, neither of us have seen it, but I've seen, just based on like YouTube videos and my subscriptions, it seems that the word on the street is it's pretty woke and political. Yes. Or, so, I mean, I haven't seen it to see myself.
And when we use the word, not necessarily political, but they've shoved identity politics, SJW type of things into it, in the sense of this movie, so diverse. It has literally like a character of every race. That was one of the check marks. We got to get that down. So then it was like first sex scene in a Marvel movie. Check. Then it's like first openly gay characters and gay kiss in a movie. Check.
Oh, dang.
So we get that representation in it.
First trans.
And they're like, first kind of fat superhero in a movie. Check.
Hashtag body positive.
Like literally, that's what the Eternals are made up of right now. And I mean, they did put, one of the only things that looks good about this movie is the beauty of Angelina Jolie.
She is stunning.
She looks gorgeous in the trailers for this movie. But so they've done all the check marks of what these people like, what the critics like. And so for them
we danced for you.
Yes.
Why have you not?
Yes. So they give Hollywood, the critics, everything that they love to praise and clap their hands for. And for them to watch it.
They put their offering on the Hollywood altar.
Yes. And
This
for
is what they gave
and
them.
for them to give them a 53 after they give them all the checklists of the things that they want, it tells you that they must think the story genuinely is bad. Like, because everything they put in it at first, openly gay kiss, all the stuff has not made them change their minds on this movie not being good to them.
Which, I mean, just goes to show, which I think we all know, but a movie's not going to be good just because you hit the check mark. So, like, whatever is in society at the time, that a good movie that does that not necessarily make.
Yes, and I want to get to something in just a second. But first, thank you, Stephen, for the $4.99
Stephen,
super
thank you
sticker.
very much.
We appreciate you very, very much.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. And thank you, let's see, deranged lunatic. Sorry, I couldn't see that for a second.
I'm betting you're not a deranged lunatic. I'm going to put it out there.
Thank you for the 99
Thank
super.
you very much.
Yes, we appreciate that. And you get
Red Bull! It gives me wings!
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Let's see.
I say that for my coworker all the time, and she likes it. I don't know if you guys will, but
yeah. So let me pull something else up that I want you guys to see. 1 second. Let me remove that. And I want to, 1 second. Actually, hold on. It's going to take a minute. I'll show that in a minute.
Okay.
This is what I want. Here we go. Hold on, guys. I had to get what I wanted.
Hold on.
I've got it.
We're coming.
I've got it though. So let's look at this. Okay, let's make sure this is there. And let me shut that. But our friend Jane, who is on the channel, lovely Jane.
Yes.
She said this, and I think, and of course it's dropped since she posted this. But Eternals is apparently what happens when you check every box except the one that matters. And she shows all the different things that they put in here, and the one check mark they did not do compelling story.
Right.
And it's like, that is very true.
You have to have that.
You definitely have to have that. I mean, that's just
characters that you attach to in some way or you're invested in.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty important to have that ingredient of a good story. It is kind of what is needed. So it's interesting too. I think what is so interesting about this is, okay, so typically if the Batman came out and critics gave it a 56, we would all be like, well, let's see it. Let the critics, a lot of times we're different than them. Let's see it. Because we kind of expect that with just a Batman movie. Because the critic, a lot of times here's what I'm saying. A lot of us fans don't agree with the critics these days. And we're like, oh, whatever, with critics as far as their view. But when a movie has been made to cater to the critics, and they still reject it, that's when it's like, oh, because this was a movie that so many of us were kind of like, I don't know, it looks, kind of boring or kind of cringe. And some people were like, it looks okay. Like, it wasn't something that was grabbing us to begin with. And then to know that they've put all this stuff in it to try to cater, and the critics just aren't having it. I mean,
it's still a flop.
It's still
it's looking like.
No, I don't know if it'll be a flop, but
the word on the street is that it is indeed a flop.
I mean, one of the people that works for Marvel, worked on this movie, already said, he is like, I don't think there's going to be a need for a sequel. And it was like, who says that before the movies even come out?
They're like, we just already know it's not happening.
It was like, that doesn't seem wise.
Let's go out on a high note.
Yeah,
we didn't want a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, ridiculous. And a good story optional, apparently.
Right.
That's, as long as you got all the other check marks, you can do whatever you want to do. And hello to Damajanai.
Hello, sir.
I was thinking how I'd like to get you back on soon. We always enjoy having our friend Damanji on. So I'm gonna, let's see. For Damanji, he gets this.
We just become best friends. Yep.
We already were.
Yeah, so.
That's true.
And our buddy Alan, thank you for the $4.99 Super chat. I'm so not caring about the Eternals, and I love Marvel. So, and I think that's a pretty fair assessment. I think I've heard a lot of people who are big Marvel fans who they may be like, I'm going to see it, but they're not like really excited.
But they're not
about
like, I'm
it.
going to see it.
Yes, they're not super excited the way Marvel fans get so excited when a new Marvel movie's coming out. So it definitely does not seem to have say the hype that people had for Dune, the Dune fans, how passionate they were.
There's a lot of hype.
Like that, we're not even touching that at all with this movie. I mean, I feel like there was more excitement around Black Widow than there was the Eternals. But yeah,
thank you very much.
But yes, thank you, Alan. And I'm supposed to go on Alan's show at some point. We're trying to work out the time to talk about a movie I love. So I'll let you guys know when we do that. And thank you so much, Rick, for the $10 super chat.
Much.
Double L Michelle is so right. Movies are being made for the critics, not the fans. Yes. Yeah. You never. And it's like a good movie.
A really good movie can get
should
both.
do both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be now in today's time, it may not. Because if they don't put some of their check marks in it, because think about it, in today's world, Natalie, Forrest Gump.
I was just gonna use that as an example. I'm not shy about my love for Forrest Gump.
Natalie's a big Forrest fan.
I'm
a big Forrest fan too.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But I can imagine that was one that I'm pretty sure it was. The critics liked it, and I think it's a classic at this point. People really liked it. So a really good movie can definitely be both.
Yes, it should be both. But here's my point: in today's critics' world, Natalie, say Forrest Gump, Lord of the Rings, those movies could not be up for Best Picture because they don't have enough representation.
Right.
There's literally quotas that the critics now have in their mind of what makes a good movie, and if they don't fit that, then you're out. So I mean, there still can be movies that critics and audiences agree on, but they've gotten so weird about what they deem good, so political and the way they want things that it is more different. And again, that's where Eternals is just so fascinating, that the fact that they gave them all those things and they still don't like it. It's an interesting situation. And I did check that, and I will bring that up in just a minute. How many hoots on the Hooter scale does Eternals get? Yeti, they want us to do a joint roast of the Eternals. So
let's do it. We haven't seen it yet, Yeti.
No, we have not seen it. We have not.
But if the people want it, we're here.
Natalie aims to please.
I do.
She aims to please. So let me pull up. Actually, we'll leave the Eternals alone for now. I want to pull up. Actually, let me pull up what. No, it's not what I want. Let me pull something up that Marcos just sent me. 1 second. Stop. Okay. You guys are having to be patient with me tonight. We appreciate your patience.
They're very patient people.
They are. Let's see. Do we have it? There we go. Marcos, our wonderful moderator, just sent me this. I know I just really switched topics on you tonight, but that's what I do. I'm ADHD. What can I say? My mind moves very quickly. So Gal Gadot is in talks to play the evil queen in Disney's live action Snow White.
My first thought is I like this because I feel like that's her. She's doing something different. For her.
Yeah, for her. It is. Yeah.
And somehow she will still make her charming and likable, I'm afraid. But,
we're like, man, we really like that evil witch or the evil queen.
Something about her.
I mean, Gal's just kind of a stunning woman. I mean, that's all you can say about Gal. She's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and just kind of beams in anything she's in.
She truly, here I am getting cheesy about, beautiful women again, but her smile really could light up a room. She has that kind of smile.
Hey, Yeti says he's in. Yeti, we're serious. We're serious about this. We will roast
Let's do it.
We will roast the heck out of that movie.
A joint roasting.
But yeah, Gal is truly lovely. She'll do good with that role and be, a beautiful, beautiful evil queen. That's all you can say. And we will definitely review I think it comes out in November, doesn't it? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But the movie with Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and The Rock on Netflix, I believe, comes out this November. So
okay.
we'll definitely we'll review that as well. See, I put them on equal footing.
Yeah.
They are like, that's what makes Superman and Wonder Woman in the same scene so amazing. It's like the male and female equivalents of each other. They're both perfect. Like, that's just, I mean, my gosh, they really are. And hello, Dan. Dan, it's been a while, man. How are you doing? Good to see you. Gal is a wonder of a woman. She truly is. She is definitely
truly
a wonder of a woman. We need a live action Hunchback of Notre Dame. Just
Dame.
Well, you can say Dame or Dame.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Learned something new today.
My gosh. Just imagine the horror. Yeah, it is true. It is very true. Let's see. Gal Gadot's got 2 small boots. They count as much as the big one. Oh, Yeti. Oh, Yeti.
What a guy that
He really is. He really is. What a guy. Yeah. So that is that. Guys, I wanted to show you guys something. That is just funny. At least I thought it was funny. You may not think it's funny. I don't know. Let me pull this up. Let me pause it. Come on. Let me pause it. There we go. Here we go. You guys saw last week, or maybe it's 2 weeks ago. No, I think it was last week. That information came out on a certain Dr. Fauci about some experiments that his group allowed on poor innocent little dogs.
Yeah,
little puppies.
Little beagles to be exact.
Yes, it was very, very sad. Hannibal Fauci. Yes, that is right, Chris. So let's watch this video because it put a smile on my face when I watched it. So here it is.
The barn. I was so scared to look inside, but I had to.
What did you see, Clarice? What did you see? Was it the beagles?
They were screaming.
They were slaughtering these beagles. That set you off. Did you run away, Clarice?
No. First, I tried to free them. I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there, confused. They wouldn't run.
And who else was there, Clarice? Was there a doctor that looked like a troll from Labyrinth?
Yes.
It was Fauci, wasn't it, Clarice? What did you do? Did you try to take one of his beagles? They didn't like it.
Beagles.
Did he try to stop you, Clarice? Did he stop you with his cold, clammy hand?
It's cold, clammy hand. Very cold.
What was the plan, Clarice? There were many beagles. Did you hope to carry them all?
I thought if I could save just one, but
then that little troll, Fauci, jumping back.
he was so heavy.
Yeah, heavy.
So heavy.
He's a surprisingly heavy dog.
Gosh.
That's crazy.
Twitter with the win. Occasionally, Twitter has fun things, guys. Occasionally.
I know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This is so funny and so sad. It's
It
true. It's kind
is.
of like I've got like mixed,
It is. It's like, it's one of those things, like, it made me laugh because it's like you can either cry about it, I guess, or find some humor in it, because it was just one of those, like, disgustingly, I mean, I just find it evil, really. I mean,
Yeah.
what was going on down there for no reason. It's ridiculous.
Very
But
sad.
guess that's the kind of guy Dr. Fauci is. Just gonna leave that thought with you.
Right.
But guys, so let's talk about Jack Silver. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you. Let's talk about the one big thing that we did a video on Monday about was the Boba Fett trailer. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on good old Boba Fett. And I will tell you this, I'll give you a little more thoughts on that. When they first announced the Book of Boba Fett, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But it wasn't like some deep, passionate thing, because this may not be popular with some of you all. I was never a big Boba Fett fan because as a little girl, Han is my man. Leia's my woman. And Boba Fett interrupts their amazing love story and deeply upsets me by doing so. So I'm never a Boba Fett fan. And then they so easily, Boba Fett where? And he just kind of seemed like a joke to me at that point. So I was not the biggest Boba Fett fan, but I did grow. I appreciate him in The Mandalorian. That made me like him in that episode. But my point being is like, it's not like I'm some massive fan. So Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Or as Natalie called him, Boba Fett. She accidentally said that. That was the thing.
It was just an unfortunate mistake.
It was. And anyways, so I definitely, though, the trailer, this is what I would say. The trailer, it didn't like necessarily make me more excited to see the show. I was already planning on watching it. But I think the trailer, it almost makes, I feel like I heard someone say this, I think they're right, that they thought that they almost grabbed all that footage from like the first episode. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, because I feel like there could be some big reveals that make the show, knowing Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Well, isn't that kind of how they did The Mandalorian season 2?
They showed from the first 4 episodes, though.
Yeah.
I think there'll be some big surprises with the Book of Boba Fett, and I think it'll be good. Whether I like it as good as The Mandalorian, I don't know, because there's no Baby Yoda. And if there's one thing that I love, it is Baby Yoda, Grogu. So that is a deficit right from the start, is all I got to say. Michelle's about, hey, our nephew Luke loves him. Absolutely,
it's like his favorite character.
Adores him. Dan, I was just such a Han woman that I just, he messed up. He got Han put in carbonite basically and taken back to Jabba's place. I wasn't happy with him, Dan. He was ruining my love situation between him and Princess Leia, and he interrupted it with his bounty hunting situation. So that's why I was not a fan.
Facts.
I mean, that's why he's redeemed himself, because he helped get the child back. So I'm fine with him now. But yeah,
he did.
But anyways, with the trailer, I think it'll be fun. Let's see. Robert Rodriguez said the Book of Boba Fett is going to be all killer and no filler. Hey, I will say this, as we talked about it, I think it looks refreshingly unique for Star Wars, because it almost feels like the Star Wars version of like The Sopranos, kind of like this kind of mob type situation that we got going on. So I think it can be cool, especially for a limited series that I think it is, and be something interesting and something different. So I'm excited. And, could Luke show up in this? Very, very likely. Could Grogu show up with him? I hope so, because,
makes her heart pitter patter.
I love Grogu, but we'll see. I am excited. Well, I don't know if I'd use the word excited. I don't know if they've got me there yet. I don't know if they've got me too excited yet, but I will definitely watch it, and we'll review it.
Yeah.
We're trying to decide if we'll do like a short review of every episode on Fridays, or just wait till they're all out and review it all at one setting. So you guys kind of maybe let us know what you want on that.
And you can have it your way.
Han will show up. Sheesh. So were we talking the other Han? That is an attractive dude, by the way. I was feeling him. Han, the use of Han, it's tough, because it's just like, let's be real. Han, he's Harrison Ford. Like that, he is who he is. It's just a tough situation. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. There's one Indiana Jones. His name is Harrison Ford. And the dude who did Han, I think he found his footing. He was fine for the Solo movie, but he's no Harrison Ford, because no one can be Harrison Ford. That's an impossible task. Harrison Ford is one of a kind.
He is.
Let's see. Fair play. Our full thought trailer looked good too. Disney did Gina dirty and has tainted all things Star Wars. They really have. Do you know, since the Gina thing, I have not watched one thing Star Wars. I don't think I've gone this long for forever of not watching anything Star Wars. the most I've done is listen to the soundtrack of the original trilogy, especially Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope. But I haven't watched anything because they have kind of killed my excitement, which is sad to me because it's something that I've loved my whole life. So I'm hoping that this will
To get back that loving feeling.
Yeah, and it's such a mixed feeling too, because here's the thing. Like on one end, it's like you want them to kind of fail because of what they did to Gina, because it was so dirty. But on the other end, Jon Favreau had nothing to do with that. And I believe with all my heart, never would have fired her at all. And it's also like you don't want him to fail when he's the only one who's doing things we like in Star Wars. So
Right.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
type situation. But
Oh, did you see? I'm sure you did. Where, how do you say it? Juan Carlos Esposito.
yes. Okay, yes.
That was cool. That was sweet.
You know what? We'll bring that up. And I want to say hello to TD. Nice to see you here.
Hello.
Yes, I did see that. Let's see. Do I have it? Okay. Let me try to find that, guys, because I really appreciated what he had to say. I really did.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good message.
It was by far, well, as you said, the whole message was good, but it was by far being the most, well, no, Emily Swallows came out and defended Gina as well.
Yeah.
So she's had a couple from The Mandalorian come out pretty vocally.
Well, and I think it's such a good example because he very well is, very left leaning, but he's a big enough person to see we're just people and we like each other. And it's not about what our politics are to appreciate someone else and like them.
Absolutely. It was very good. I'm still looking for that. Here we go.
There it is.
Here we go. Let me hold on one second. Let's see here. Okay. One second, everyone. I'm making you guys wait again. Thank you, Mr. Buttcrack Media, with the 99 soup. It's 99 soup, 99 super sticker.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. I'm going to give you this because I've not done it tonight.
I like that laugh.
We like that, Mr. Buttcrack.
We do. Thank you very much. Let's see. Let's pull this up. There we go. All right. Yes, this is what Juan Carlos just said, I guess this past weekend, I believe.
In The Mandalorian, who is your favorite co-host worker to work with?
My goodness, because you were asking me for one. Yeah, I'd have to say, and this may be, I'll say without hesitation, Gina Carano.
And I want to say first, I appreciate he was going to qualify the statement, and then he stopped because he realized that that's ridiculous. I shouldn't. And he's like, no, without that, Gina Carano. And I appreciate that he said that, but we'll let him keep going.
I'm not going to weigh in on any of that in particular, other than any of her political beliefs or what she said, whether I think it's inappropriate or not. Right? We as actors, we probably sometimes, I know for me, I should just shut my mouth. But sometimes I can't. And I've got to say what I believe because it has to go on record. I love working with her. She's warm and beautiful and wonderful. And, I don't care what her politics are. I love the fact that she came to acting late and that she was so raw and original and beautiful. And I just think she's a lovely person. So I shout her out and I say she's one of my favorites. Second favorite, Lateef Crowder, won the Emmy. He was in the suit when we did our whole big, huge fight. And I find physical discipline.
But yeah, I think that was great that he spoke out and said that, because I mean it's just true. That and he even in that said, like, I understand sometimes you just gotta speak your mind, speak your heart.
Right.
And he basically backed her up on all of that, even though he probably doesn't agree. In fact, I know he doesn't agree with her from some of his other statements, but
But, I think that's the biggest takeaway from that is it shouldn't matter, as far as still liking another person if they're a really good person.
It absolutely shouldn't, because that's something that, it's just so sad. It's like, I wish everything in our society, like, if we bring up certain political things on this channel, it's because they've put them in something and we're addressing that thing. It's like, I wish we never had to bring it up. If you guys watch so many of our movie reviews, we don't say anything political, because if there's nothing political shoved down it, we're not going to talk about it, because we're here to talk about entertainment.
Yeah.
And I just wish that more and more the entertainment world gave us that, and took the way that he expressed that, we're basically, she's a lovely person. Doesn't matter about her politics. I love her as an actress. And we just need more of that in society in general.
Tear society, individuals, families. I mean, it's really sad. People apart.
It absolutely is sad. Totally. Kathleen Kennedy put one on the cancel list.
Probably.
She's like, that's what she was feeling in that moment. Dominique says Moff Gideon somehow died in The Mandalorian season 3. He's a goner.
TD sharing my Instagram. I love that. Thank you.
You can follow Natalie's Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram.
Natalie so badly wants to hit what number? What number are you trying to hit, Natalie?
I'm not trying to hit any number. I've literally not said anything about it.
I'm trying to hit 1,000. I'm almost to 1,000. So if you're not following me on Instagram,
I'm over that mark.
Go follow me. See, I'll say it. See, she's trying to brag. She's trying to flex right now. She's flexing on me, guys. Exactly. Because it's in sports. It's in everything. And it's just like, it's not healthy for us as a society that has become in everything.
For the whole kind of don't talk about politics or religion, but it's kind of like now it's like everything's become talking about politics, or everything's political. So it's just like, it's made it so more obvious than before, like, oh, there are differences between, like, there's us and there's them, and and it's like, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Dan, so much for the €250. I always want to say the $250 euro, and it's like, nope, just the euro, just the euro.
Just euro.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings Extended Edition yet? I have seen them, and
I have not seen them.
They add a lot of context for people. Like, I kind of search things out after we watched the original 3, like the original cuts that came out in the theaters, and then asked some of our friends that know a lot about it. I kind of got information that way, because the extended edition, it fills in kind of those, it gives a lot more detail, is kind of what I noticed with the extended edition. I really liked the theatrical release too.
I did too.
And especially since I kind of looked it up on my own, I didn't mind missing some of that extra information because I looked it up. But I did enjoy the extended edition. They're definitely good. But yeah, The Lord of the Rings, one of our first watches, the first watch of this year, the first watch ever that we did.
So see, we have a special place for the Lord of the Rings.
We do
in our hearts.
We do. And so you don't feel left out. Yes, get me to 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Get her there. Go follow Shelly.
Yeah, let's definitely do that. But guys, we have a lot coming down. So if we end up doing, let's see. Again, I will let you guys know very soon, and just be, have your notifications and the bell set on our channel, because either this week or next week we will do, on a Sunday, we will do the live discussion, a first watch of Tremors. So be on the lookout for that. And I am very excited about our guest next week. It's someone I reached out to. It was kind of like, okay, let me just throw this out here. But we are going to be having Carrie Smith, who we're going to have a really good time. She's awesome. She really is. She kind of helped me kind of understand some things. About a year ago, I first found her and watched her, and like a lot of things clicked in my mind. But she worked she was a writer in Hollywood, wrote on a few comedy shows. She eventually left because she just kind of despised everything that was going on, I think, with Hollywood and just kind of that culture. And we're going to have her on next Wednesday, and we're going to get a chat up with her. I think you'll really enjoy her perspective and the way she so skillfully is able to break down some of the nonsense going on in the movies that we don't like. Some of the, again, this kind of SJW identity politics stuff that is being shoved down our throats all the time. So I'm very excited to have Carrie Smith with us next week. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I think you'll find it really interesting.
Yeah, I always find her very interesting. She's been on, you guys may know, she's been on Friday Night Tights with Nerdrotic and all those guys several times. I'm again very much, she does have a very good story. I'm very much, Carrie, you guys know her. And Tremors, Rick, it's coming. But yes, we are very excited to have Carrie on next week. So definitely be here. Tell everyone to be here next Wednesday at 7:00 with our guest, Carrie Smith. Very excited again for that.
Yes.
And let's see. Yeti Cass, I reached out to her. She never responded. So put the good word in for me. Okay. And hello to Kaylee. Nice to see you, Kaylee. But yeah, next week, 7:00. Don't be late. Be here at 7:00 sharp for the one and only.
If I can be on time here, you can too.
You guys know Vertical Horizons Carrie is, I'm guessing, a gem, a diamond. I mean, she really is. She truly is. Yes. Spread the word for Tremors. Yes, spread the word for that as well.
Yay.
We're excited about both of those. Yeti getting dunked on by Jay in the chat. Poor Yeti.
Bye, Demajani.
Oh yeah. And at 8:30, go join on Drunk 3PO's channel. The Dark Council has moved from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. So at 8:30 tonight on Drunk 3PO's channel, I believe tonight is the Dark Council. And Damaj and I will be on there as well. But thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome, as always. We love our chat. We truly do.
We do.
In the month of Thanksgiving.
You're our little turkeys.
Natalie went from little pumpkins to little turkeys.
It's themed every month. I'm going to have to come up with something. It might be hard some months.
And you're welcome, Jay. I mean, you took us from, I think, 700 to 1.3K subs. So I think
a night. So
I think we could shout out the Dark Council for you. I think we can do that.
It's not too much.
Yeah, I feel like we should. So, but yes, definitely go check all the guys out. They have a good show. But yeah. But in the month of Thanksgiving, we are very thankful, genuinely, for our chat, all of you all. You guys are special. We enjoy chatting with you every Wednesdays, and we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Carrie Smith.
And we'll see you before that on another video.
Yeah, we will. We'll see you.
We'll be here.
Definitely have your notification turned on. I think Rick reached out to me that they did not notify him on a video. Odd things are happening, but just make sure you check that out. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining this week's episode. Check us out next week. And again, we'll have stuff in between then. But everyone have an awesome rest of your evening. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light.